What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we are doing another video on who would win in Smash. Last time we did Mario Odyssey, and we've just recently done Mario 3D World enemies and characters, but today we are talking about Mario Sunshine enemies and characters. Who would be the best in Smash? Now, if you're new to this series and haven't seen the others, what we do is take about 5 characters at a time on this roster and talk about if they could make it on a Smash based on their moveset and how they could have a unique moveset based on their character arc and actually how they play within their respective game. At the end, we'll break it down to 4 possible fighters and finally have our winner. So if you want to make your predictions now, go ahead and put in the comments down below who you think could win in this contest. Did you do it? Alright, and before we get started, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already to stay up to date on a ton of Mario videos and things like this in the future. Alright, and without further ado, let's see who would be the best character / enemy in Super Mario Sunshine. First off, we have the Electro Koopas. Now, these guys can throw their shells or just walk back and forth, and that's really about it. They can climb things, so the recovery could be good by climbing on the side of the stage, but nothing a lot with them. But with Cataquacks, I think there's actually a lot of potential. There's red ones that actually hurt the enemy and blue ones that just send them off afar. And maybe the different smash attacks can send you in different directions. Maybe they can launch you horizontally off the stage or vertically super high and kill at super high percentages. And maybe they just do different things with their beak like that. And I think that could actually work as a moveset, believe it or not. Not incredibly, unique, but it could work. You have the Chain Chomplet, which isn't anything super special. It's a small chain chomp that can lunge itself forward with its tail, or if somebody pulls its tail, so really nothing that he does on its own. We have the Cheep Cheep, which is just the fish of Mario Sunshine, works the same way, chases after things and tries to eat them. Can't really be in Smash. And then we have a Cuckoo, which is a floating bird which assumingly poops on you as it flies above. Yeah, we don't need that in Smash. For this next 5, I'm only going to give it to the Dangos or Strollin' Stews or Swoopin' Stews. They're these little cupcake-looking creatures that either can stack up really high on each other, or they can fly in the air with wings and slam on you, and there's different versions of them throughout the game. Even the goo ones are technically different versions of them. So maybe they can turn into these different things, and that's a cool way to implement them within the game and a cool moveset. Maybe the jelly one can go underneath the ground and come back up. The ones that fly can fly up and ground pound on the ground, or that's just different parts of their moveset entirely. The bullet bills in Mario Sunshine are goofy looking and they track you. It's just a bullet bill that follows you. I don't really know how that would be a full moveset. And I didn't put the gopher in here either, just because he kind of just sits there and just shoots the bullet bills, and the bullet bills are actually the thing that's small enough to be a Smash character. So yeah, if you're looking for the Monty Mole, you're not really going to get him on this list. But you have jumping bloopers, which just jump out of the water, and they are just like more squid jellyfish looking things than bloopers. Then you also have clamber, which are spiders that crawl on different surfaces. Once again, kind of hard to make a moveset there. And Sandbow Head or Seedy Pod, which could also be a character. We did Pokey before, but this one's not necessarily a Pokey. It doesn't have an entire body. It's just the head, and it shoots some rocks at you when you get nearby. It doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. It can kind of hop towards you on certain occasions, but that's about it. Next up, we have Sleepy Boo, which is just a Boo that's sleepy. He just sits there and sleeps until Yoshi eats him away. Nothing else there. Snooze Koopas, kind of the same thing. They sleep until woken up, but they do try to move and attack, and they try to ground pound you into the sand, but that's about it. The Wind Spirit flies around the map and tries to just knock you down or knock you off of high places. Then you have Bloopers, which actually I think could work in this game. Bloopers are not this average, in the water moving up and down creature in this game. Instead, they can sit on surfaces and they can spit goop at you. This could be kind of an arranged attack and a way for Blooper to kind of space people out with like ink shots or different ways to shoot ink. Maybe they use their ink as smash attacks or use it as projectiles and stuff. And it's a stretch, but bloopers in this game do have a benefit, at least compared to the natural bloopers. And then we have the regular boos or pink boos, which can be turned into platforms. This could technically work, as far as boos go. This could be part of a bigger boo moveset, but I could see this working. Maybe they turn into different things or different objects in order to attack Mario. Since they can turn and harden, potentially he can change into different forms and almost function like Ditto. Alright, and I'm not gonna lie, these next 5 is going to be a rapid fire no. None of these would work in terms of Smash Brothers. Piranha Plants in this game are just piranha plants that shoot out mud. We already have a piranha plant. Skeeter is just a spider on the water, does nothing. Polluted piranha plants are too big for Smash. I could see them being a boss, but they're just giant piranha plants covered in mud. That's really about it. Plungelo just walks around with plunger feet, doesn't even attack or anything, and Phantom Manta, let's just face it, it starts off too big, yes, it gets smaller. It'd be cool for an enemy to just, the more damage they take, they split into multiple different copies like Ice Climbers or something, or get smaller over time, but it's kind of like papery. It's see-through, it's transparent, it goes across the ground, it can't really stand up, run, and fight as a fighter, so unfortunately, not gonna work. It'd be a cool Smash Brothers boss though. Now let's move on to some of the boss characters in the game. Of course you have PD Piranha. PD Piranha I think would be a really cool character, even though he's already a Final Smash move for Piranha Plant in Smash already. He's pretty cool. He can fly, he can drop down from the sky, he can spit goop all over the place, he can ground pound, belly slam. He's been in all the Mario Sports titles, and I think he's kind of a Ridley situation where he's not too big, where he could potentially be in Smash. Gooper Blooper is just too big and stationary. He sits in one spot and just throws tentacles at everybody. Not really a good fighter. Wiggler is also gigantic in this game, and all he does is run around. So he would be pretty fast and have a great dash attack, but that's really all he does. It'd be cool to like kind of take down different segments of Wiggler, and that's how you have to approach him as a character, but I don't know. It's just not going to work here. King Boo's whole appearance around this game is based on like fruits and a slot machine. So that'd be pretty cool. He could spit out different enemies to help him attack, you know, just like Bowser Jr.'s Clown Car spits out a Mecha Koopa. He can do the same thing, just spit out different enemies, and he can also maybe spin a wheel with different types of random various attacks, kind of like a Hero's Down B, where it's nothing but randomized, you know, wheels spinning and giving you random things. That could be really cool for King Boo, and, you know, not to mention the fact that he's just crazy in this game and just looks bizarre. I just love it. But then you have Shadow Mario / Bowser Jr. Now, I know Bowser Jr. is in the game, and his final smash is, you know, Shadow Mario, but it's not Bowser Jr. with his paintbrush. I would love to either see Bowser Jr. with his paintbrush and maybe have the ability like Pyra and Mithra to transform and change into Shadow Mario if he wants, which is kind of a replication of Mario, but with a paintbrush, so it'd be a slightly different moveset. He's a lot quicker as Shadow Mario, but more strong and heavier as Bowser Jr. I would love to see this as a moveset. And with our final 4 characters, which are actually just characters in the game, we have Toadsworth, which is just an old Toad. I don't think he's going to do a thing. I think he has a little bit of stuff that he can do within like the Mario and Luigi games, such as Partners in Time, but as far as Super Mario Sunshine, nothing. He just, you know, is there for some dialogue. Nokis could potentially be a character. I could see them fighting and using their shell in different ways, and maybe throwing different shells and kind of jumping in their shell when they need to hide and using that as a shield. They wouldn't be anything crazy, but I could see them working. And same with Piantas. You know, they're very strong characters, and their grab and throw would be amazing as they throw Mario up on high places and stuff, so they could probably chuck enemy characters so far off the stage. But they'd be kind of a heavyweight character that I think could be pretty cool. They could throw different type of fruits, and maybe the fruits have different effects the way they bounce off the ground, similar to the effects of Pac-Man's fruit when he throws them in the air, so I think there's something to be said there. And then you have Piantissimo. He is the little runner character that races Mario, and yes, he's the mailman from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But he's fast. He's very fast. He can race you or just completely dust you on the stage and just fight kind of like a regular fighter, I guess. Maybe he takes moves and inspiration from different Piantas or maybe from Mario himself, but he'd definitely make for a cool addition to the game. We are now down to our final 4 characters to choose from for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and those characters are PD Piranha, King Boo, Shadow Mario / Bowser Jr., and of course, the Piantas. And the first one to leave this list is going to be King Boo. King Boo would be a lot of fun, but I think there's other alterations and iterations of him, for instance like Luigi's Mansion, that I think would work better than Super Mario Sunshine's King Boo. It'd be fun to have his little random slot and him spitting out different enemies and foods, but at the end of the day, he's not the best King Boo. The next to leave will be Pianta. Piantas would be a lot of fun. They could, like I said, have amazing throw range and just throw you all the way across the stage, and it would just be a good representation for Mario Sunshine as a whole. But at the end of the day, Piantas aren't as interesting and wouldn't have as unique of a moveset as somebody like PD Piranha or Bowser Jr. / Shadow Mario. And the winner of who would be the best Super Mario Sunshine character / enemy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be Bowser Jr. / Shadow Mario. This would be an absolutely amazing character to be able to have 2 different movesets, just like the way Zelda and Sheik used to be in Brawl, and the way Pyra and Mythra are now in Smash Ultimate. But the movesets would be completely different. It'd play kind of like Mario, with Shadow Mario a lot quicker and with a paintbrush, and Bowser Jr. is a lot heavier, maybe using projectiles and his paintbrush again as well. And I think just simply having the brush really does come through as Bowser Jr.'s main character arc. But that is the character that is going to win Super Mario Sunshine's character / enemy royale. Do you think there's any other characters that should have been added to the list that maybe I skipped out on or missed? Do you think that Bowser Jr. / Shadow Mario should have won after all? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. See you guys.